Hi guys, so in today's video we are going to be doing our skincare and doing my makeup while I give some motivational tips for all my fashion designers and sewing creators out there. I thought this video would be very helpful, so let's just jump right into it. So the first tip I have is to set small achievable goals. Okay, if you're struggling with creating your projects, like big projects, go ahead and break down your big projects into manageable steps to avoid being overwhelmed, because it can get very overwhelming sometimes. And just learn how to celebrate your progress. You know what I'm saying? So tip number 2 is going to be keep a design and sewing journal, either like a sketchbook or something where you're like writing down what you've been sewing or what you've sewn. Document your ideas. Get you some type of little camera. I actually have a Kodak camera. I'm going to do a video on this where you can like take pictures of things that you've created. But yeah, create those sketches. Document your mistakes, your success, track your growth, and stay inspired. So tip number 3 is going to be surround yourself with inspo. Okay, go ahead and create you a mood board, whether you want to create a physical one or one that you create on Pinterest. Maybe follow designers that you like and are inspired by. Keep inspiring images and quotes close so that you can just get re-inspired when you're not feeling inspired. All right, so tip number 4 is going to be don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle, okay? Because everyone progresses at their own pace. So somebody who is a little bit more advanced than you, they're going to be more advanced than you. So you just need to focus on your journey, especially if you are somebody who isn't a beginner, or even if you are in the middle and you're not as advanced as somebody who is more technically advanced. So focus on your own journey. Keep your eyes on your own prize and on your own grass, okay? Water your own grass. All right. Tip number 5 is going to be allow yourself to make ugly projects. I just created a video on things I've made, so you guys can go see my progress, okay? All of my projects are not pretty. So, but yeah, I definitely think you should view every project as practice, not as like the final masterpiece, be all, because growth happens through trial and error. And that's with every industry. So I feel like that can help anybody outside of sewing too. But yeah, so the next tip I have is celebrate creativity over perfection, okay? Prioritize expression and have fun with it rather than stressing yourself out so much and getting stuck chasing like these overly flawless results. Have fun with it. If you make mistakes, that's okay. That's life, okay? Tip number 7 is going to be schedule regular sewing dates with yourself. You need to carve out consistent time for your craft to build momentum. Make it a habit, okay? Where you keep, doing something, it becomes normal, So it becomes like a thing that's just normal, that you just do without having to think about it. So yeah. Tip number 8 is going to be ask for feedback, but actually choose who you listen to, okay? Constructive criticism can indeed help you grow, but don't let negativity kill your confidence. Don't do that, all right? So just learn who to take the feedback from. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so my next tip is going to be learn something new every week, whether that be a new stitch, draping, a new technique, learning a new fabric type. Small improvements keep your motivation high. So it's important to try to at least sit down and learn something new. Even when it comes to like the business side, learning some type of marketing strategy or something of that sort too. So, but just make sure you're always learning, okay? Always stay being a student, because that's important, to stay being a student of the game, okay? You don't know everything. So learn. Okay, so next I'm going to say remind yourself why you started. When you're having those seasons of doubt, feeling stuck, or you're feeling discouraged, you need to return to the core reasons why you started designing and sewing. So that's going to keep you from, when you're feeling stuck or discouraged. So just always make sure you're returning back to your why you are doing this in the first place. Tip number 11 is going to be make time for breaks and rest. I feel like this is so important. We can sometimes make ourselves feel guilty for taking that time to take breaks or rest, but this can be very helpful to avoid burnout by pacing yourself and allowing yourself to recharge your creativity. So yeah. So number 12 is going to be use social media positively. Okay. Connect with like-minded creatives, celebrate your progress publicly. I would say to celebrate your progress publicly because it definitely helps you to build accountability when you're, sharing. Just try to use social media as a positive outlet. So my next tip is going to be visualize your finished project, okay? You need to picture yourself wearing or selling your creation to stay motivated through the tough parts. So if you're feeling a little discouraged or you're feeling like it's a little tough, you need to visualize. I'm going to go ahead and finish this because I can't wait to dress up and style it, or I can't wait to sell this and for this super cute piece to find its home, okay, and make somebody else happy. So yeah, visualize your projects, your finished projects. For number 14, I'm going to say to experiment and play without the pressure. Give yourself permission to just explore new ideas without the expectation of any type of outcome. So yeah, that's all I have to say for that one. And then my last tip is going to be find you a sewing or design buddy, somebody who is just as passionate about sewing and designing as you. Whether you need to find those people online or actually partner with somebody and just find someone who shares who you can share that motivation with, the challenges, and celebrate your achievements together. So yeah, that's all I have for this video, you guys. Hopefully these tips motivate you and help you out. For all of my fashion designers and sewing creators, let me know what you guys would like to see next or what else you may be needing help with. But until the next video, I love you guys and I will see you at the top. Peace.